Good morning, fellow teachers. It is currently 8:11 a.m., April 9th, 2020. Welcome to an overdue PD for your sanity, in which I am having a turkey, bacon, and egg burrito this morning for breakfast. I'm currently wrapping it up because, logistics. I understand I haven't posted one of these in a while. And so that's going to be largely one of the things that I'm going to address as to why. And that's honestly because stuff is kind of getting to me. It really is. For the past 2 weeks, have literally lived the student dream. I have played largely video games and have eaten not much in the way of healthy food. And that's all I've really done. So, to all you students that may eventually hear this, I have lived your greatest fantasy. This is good. I use 2 sauces, ketchup, and I also put a little bit of Tabasco infused A1 in there as well, because why not? And I'm kind of eating over the side. Well, now I'm moving the plate a bit. But I haven't been okay at all. I'm going a little stir crazy. Even just going outside, it's like a murder scene. Even going outside every so often. Even the fact that I've completed paintings, even though the fact that I do still get some small bits of housework done. Stuff is taking a toll. I'm having a difficult time dealing with this. I'm faring off better than quite a few. I've got food. I've got a nice warm blanket. I've got YouTube. Excuse me. Oh man, more murder. I'm not saying, oh my God, I have it so bad. But it's just the idea that for as much as there is to do, I feel incredibly limited. And quite honestly, I'd gotten to the point to where I didn't want to do much else. I didn't even want to do this. I was figuring about just giving it up. And then I said, well, now I can't really give up just because I feel terrible. I can't completely give up just because I don't feel like doing something. I started this. I want to be able to finish it, and I want to be able to get through it. It'd certainly be nothing more than I'd at least ask from one of my students when it came to dealing with certain things. Excuse me for a second. Oh, God. That's what's left of the burrito. Let me, there we go. I'm not going to be totally disgusting about it. I'm not going to completely lick the sauce from my fingers this time. I promise. But, again, it would be nothing more than I'd ask from my students. I'd ask them to keep up with their stuff. I'd ask them to go over their challenges, to work through them a day at a time, piece by piece, bit by bit, because it's the only way you overcome challenges, is that you eventually at some point have to face up there and do them. It's one of the things that was central in the book that I wrote about dealing with anxiety. I said that regardless of all the other things that you do or may do or may not do, if you don't face it, it stands zero chance of getting better. That's a fact in my opinion. I know that's incredibly uh, contradictory. My brain's not the best at the moment, but it's true. If you don't face your problems, there is zero chance of them getting better. And they seem overwhelming. They are overwhelming. They seem large. They are large. They seem impossible. They're incredibly improbable. And I wouldn't waste time with impossible things. I'd work towards possible things anyway. But it hurts. This is partially one of the reasons why I wanted to create this, is I wanted to reach out to teachers who I felt would go through a lot of the same thing. I wanted to reach out to them that, in one way we're like, woohoo, we get some time and relaxation after an incredibly difficult school year in some aspects. It's been fabulous in others. Specifically for me, I've had the least amount of behavior problems generally in my classroom that I've ever had. I enjoy the classes that I'm teaching. I enjoy the people that I work with. In those aspects, I was having one of the best years. Um, but I was feeling burnout. And one of the large reasons I'm sure I was feeling burnout is the fact that I started out and my primary certification is as an art teacher. I haven't been teaching art except for this year. I finally picked up a fine art survey, and it was, as my students could probably tell you, maybe one of the classes that I went consistently above and beyond, and even with those, there were days that I just phoned it in because I was burning out. I thought 2 years ago when I started teaching at where I was teaching now, I loved my administrators, I loved my coworkers, but I thought the environment was going to just be the end of me, and I was like, I got to get out of public school. I got to get back to private school. Fortunately, I gave it one more year, and that was last year, and it was one of the best decisions I'd ever made. It was almost like a complete 180 in certain terms. I approached things differently. I it changed up the way that I did a few things, and it worked out fabulously. And now I'm very happy where I am. Uh, and then I started again keeping up with my own paintings. That's why I started doing gallery shows and trying to get myself out there as an artist. Because if I couldn't be teaching the subject that I loved at the time, then I could at least keep that part of it and find places where I could insert it. And I was so thrilled this year when I found out I was picking up a fine art survey. I was like, woohoo! I threw myself into it, but I was burning out, and I wasn't in danger of leaving. I wasn't in danger of quitting. I just felt like I was reaching the end of a rope. It was things that I was trying to do that I needed to recharge for in some ways. And the summer previous was a definitely restful, definitely productive. One of the most restful, productive summers I had as a teacher before August of 2019. And I was hoping that this unexpected break would um, do the same, and I feel like it's been worse. Maybe it's because of the nature of certain things, maybe because I've spent the past 2 weeks after a whirlwind of making 12 paintings and doing some house cleaning. I completely vegged out for 2 weeks, did nothing but video games, and did nothing but maybe talk to a few people on the phone. And I had forgone my exercises. I had forgone doing these videos. I had forgone doing a lot of things because I thought that my brain needed that time to shut down. And part of it did, but at the same time, it is what it is. Uh, It will end. We will get through this. I will get through this. I'm not planning on doing anything stupid or foolish. I hope nobody who may be experiencing similar mental conditions, please also do not do anything stupid, foolish, or permanent. Please. Uh, the only things you should be making that would be permanent would be positive changes to your lifestyle in small increments, but nothing else. Nothing severe. I am darting around saying it. I want to avoid darting around saying it for my own reasons right now. But people who are listening know exactly what I'm talking about. And so, yeah, don't. I'm not going to. I promise you that. I'm not going to. I don't want you to do the same. And I started this with an aspect of some like comedy. I started this with an aspect of looking at things in order to entertain. And after being gone from it for 2 weeks, I figured the best way to do it, if I promised I was going to be 100% real, life isn't always entertaining, life isn't always funny. Sometimes this is part of that. So that's what I've decided to do. I've decided to go ahead and just mention that while maintaining some of the core principles that I had when I started this series. It's still low fi quality, and I'm still eating. Yes, I will get back to the exercise routine that I had started, that I have been doing remarkably well in. Yes, I will get back to painting. Yes, I will still continue to play video games. Now it's probably time to limit that time. Teachers, check up on your teacher friends. Non-teachers, check up on your teacher friends. This is going to be it for today. I will see what I can do about maintaining the momentum and doing this tomorrow. Until that time, have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. All right, bye. Go make yourself a turkey bacon and a triple egg burrito with ketchup and A1. Trust me, you'll thank me for it. Your blood pressure might hate me, but your stomach and your mouth are going to